Boom! Are we live? I don't know. How's it, everybody? And welcome to the Daily Pidgin Podcast. My name's Andy Bumatai.
And I'm James Money.
And you are the Hamajang Gang.
The Hamajang Gang is what we call the people who are in the live chat. So if you would like to be part of the Hamajang Gang, please participate in the live chat.
That's all it takes. And Hamajang in Hawaiian Pidgin English means all mixed up, because us in the chat is certainly that. In fact, let's say howzy to a few of the people that came in. Sorry I wasn't clickenizing you guys as we started, but I was doing some geeky stuff in the background that needed my attention. And I couldn't say hi to people like G Gamba. How's it? Aloha no.
Lady Misty saying aloha to G Gamba.
And Ellen is saying happy Aloha Monday, everybody. Mahalo nui loa.
And Devin with the paper crinkly hat saying aloha James, Andy, and happy Monday, everyone.
Happy Monday. That's a big one. Monday is a hard day to accept sometimes.
Yes.
Hey, how's it, Sam Bittner? Mahalo for being here.
Kevin Frazier is saying aloha Andy, James, Kinako the Gange, and from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Chattanooga.
Choo-choo.
Hey, Felicia, our front row hottie, front and center. Mahalo for being here, Felicia. I really appreciate it. Did we say hi to Lady Misty?
Well, she said hi to G Gamba, I believe, but now she's saying hi to us.
And now she is saying hi to us. How cool is that? All the way from Boston?
Hey, down by the harbor.
Aloha, Gangi. Remember on Friday when you said you hoped to, you didn't have the Rona? No such luck. I'm home resting for a week. Oh, no. Well, I'm glad that you're able to rest.
Yes.
Some people, you know, it's a real financial burden when they got to take a week off.
Yeah.
You know, I saw this thing on YouTube the other day that if you take Shasta orange soda and put it on the COVID test, it comes out positive. So if you want a week off, hey boss, look, you can just send that picture.
Shasta.
Charles K, let's do the salute. How you, brother? Woo. And the mix-up gang. Namaste Zen.
Saying hello to everybody that's listed in that that caption window.
In that homily right there.
Yeah.
Scotty boy, mahalo. Hey, better than the Toe Jam gang. Oh, yeah, well, you know, depending. Some blind people would rather have Toe Jam gang because then they can find them. Yeah.
Well, that's actually a larger group. There's way more toe jams out there.
Jeffrey Owen, aloha kako. Mahalo nui loa. Hey, Deborah Casey Jones.
Aloha, Andy James from Kentucky. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. And coming in all the way from Thailand, look who's here. Kione Nunes. Aloha, Andy Bumatai, James Money, and all the Hamajang gang. Aloha no. See Honda, one of our moderationists. Aloha no. And by the way, Nani Aloha is back after her jazz weekend in Monterey.
Well, ain't that a jazz?
Yeah, so I got a feeling we're going to see some pictures here soon.
Sweet.
Hey, Jacob Hill. Aloha genge. Mahalo, Jacob. There's 3 Jacobs, by the way. I think he's 2 or 1 or lost track.
He's the one on the hill.
He's the one.
June Kubasa. Aloha, Andy James from the Bird.
The Bird.
Oh, iceberg?
Yep, iceberg. And that's only the tip. Get 90% more of June.
Oh, wow.
So you see, that's why you only see the headshot. The rest right there.
Well, hopefully she says more. We get to learn more about her.
Kevin S. Aloha gang from Orlando. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we have some editorialized videos, and I have a short clip of Photo Luke.
Oh, cool.
Photo Luke went to a higher resolution camera, and he was testing it, and I watched his, I lurk his stream as I do a lot of people's, and guess what? We have that. So let's check out this first one. This is about Hawaiians moving away from Hawaii. I know, but we got to face the facts.
The native Hawaiian population continues moving away from ancestral homeland, according to the U.S. Census Bureau's release Thursday. New results show nearly 47% of those who identify as Native Hawaiian currently live in Hawaii. That's actually down from 55% in 2010.
Wow, that's a lot.
I think we see this happening in real time. We see our families moving away in droves, our neighbors, people that we went to college with. And so what this does is just validates that.
The 2020 Census Demographic and Housing File includes info on Native Hawaiians living in the Aloha State and across the continent. According to a study by Kamehameha Schools, some of the top reasons for leaving include high cost of living, employment opportunities, and lack of affordable housing.
And people who pronounce Kamehameha, Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Kuhio Lewis,
coming in.
Oahu native and CEO of Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement, is concerned about the current trend.
At the end of the day, Hawaii is losing its fabric. It's losing the soul of what makes this place special. You know, generations of knowledge that have been passed down, and now they're moving to the continent. So it's very disheartening, and we need to do something to change the trajectory.
I think it's very unfortunate, especially because it's so expensive to live in Hawaii as is. So I feel like that's a big reason why so many people have to leave.
I feel that if they stay, they can be more grounded in their roots and maybe cultivate. But yeah, I don't blame them for leaving the economy being as it is and not getting the subsistency and assistance that they need.
You know, to Governor Green's credit, he's recognized that housing is a priority. At the end of the day, housing is the foundation. People need options.
Eric Nacton, KITV4, Island News.
Wow. Yeah, I know. You know, and did you see Keone Nunes? He says, I know a little bit about that.
I think he knows a lot more than he's saying.
Well, you know, he admitted that, you know,
Yeah.
the reason he did that was because he's getting on in age, as we all are.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much you, but, you know, when you start thinking about extra medical costs,
Yeah.
he did the math and went, guess what? I can pull it off in Thailand.
Yeah.
You know, so... Wow. And Pokoli T says, yes, Lure Queen left home for 3 decades before she was able to save up and boomerang back. Wow. I moved to Illinois in 1989, then to Nevada in 2001. And what's Kevin Frazier saying here?
They're moving to the continent instead of the mainland nowadays.
Yes, right, because the continent is cheaper than the mainland.
Yeah. I think. Is it? I mean,
Well,
the weather different?
yeah, well, there's more letters in it. You know, continent. Yeah, Kevin, I know you're being facetious, but of course people are starting to say continent instead of mainland.
Yeah.
And people are going, well, what's the difference? Because if they're main, what are we? You know,
Yeah.
minor, you know, or less than the mainland, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's
people
like that's like when they say, "Oh, this is Kevin and his brother." So it kind of diminishes the brother. It's like the brother's a
don't know.
person too.
Yeah. Hey, how you, Rita? Thank you for being here. Aloha no. I think I clickize you. Ooh, look at that. Somebody put some work into their avatar. That looks nice.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go. Yes, we, you know, oh, Johnny Rocks Hollywood. Was he just at
The Blue Note.
Blue Note, right?
Right.
Aloha, gang. I have lived in 8 states, the longest being Oahu. Well, the longest state I've lived in is confusion.
Yeah. I was in a state of hunger, but I fixed that
You fixed
real
that
quick.
on a regular basis. I am Moma T-Bird. Aloha, Andy and James. Yeah, there's our cow friend right there. Ooh, hey, Nani Aloha. You know, we're expecting to see pictures of your Monterey Pop Festival hang. She is a jazz aficionado like no other, and I'm glad she was able to get some time off.
You know, actually, it surprised me because we were listening to some random jazz. You just had like a random playlist play shuffle,
Right.
and she was like, "Oh, that sounds like," and she was naming them, and then naming the person playing the instrument. I was like,
Yeah.
"Wow."
And she's one of those jazz fans where, you know, a song and she goes, oh, I know this. Well, who played bass on this one? I think it was Joe Namath.
Yeah.
Only one season, but
I know the band, but I don't know everybody's name in the band.
Johnny Rocks Hollywood. LOL. Yes, I know. I used to do this jazz joke, but I stopped doing it because it never really worked. I said, you ever listen to jazz and you get the feeling like those people playing are having more fun than you are listening? You know, because they're just into it. You're like, man, and I paid money.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, because when they're jamming, they're having a great time.
Yeah, I still stay in confusion. I think. No, that's you're an indecisive. That's a different sort of thing.
Yes.
Ooh, Johnny Rocks Hollywood saying Aloha Misty. Yes. Love jazz. Ooh, Paul Chambers is legendary. See, there we go.
I have no idea who
It's all about the names.
All I know is Chambers, that was an actor. I don't know.
Oh, man. No,
The Thornbirds? I think it was.
yeah, that was Richard.
Richard,
That was
yeah.
Paul's brother, Richard.
Oh, and their uncle Wilt.
Yeah, Wilt, tall guy.
Yeah.
He had he didn't get any hand-me-downs.
No, and he also had, I heard a lot of outside kids.
Outside kids, supposed to inside kids. Yeah, you got to wipe their feet before they come inside. Woo, Richard. Yes, there's Nani Aloha saying, "Oh, she did enjoy it." Yes, I'm glad you did.
Well,
right.
our executive producer is making an appearance.
Where? Oh, really? Let's see. Let's see if the Kinako cam is going to. Oh, there it is, right there, next to that big orange sandbag that I have, holding that. You know why? Because that's not really a tripod. It's a monopod with little feet that I use to see that desk in the back, folks. That's where I'm doing these new news update stuff. You know, and I there's a green screen that comes up there, but so Kinako's little bed there is getting somewhat cramped. But other than that, here, in fact, did you see this morning's? I've been doing one of these a day, these little shorts in my new favorite aspect ratio.
Yes, you are.
I know. In fact, on Threads, I put one wide just to kind of as a little methadone, for those of us who are trying to kick that other. Oh man! But anyway, this is the sort of stuff I'm doing. You can go to Instagram or Threads or Shorts on YouTube, right? And
on TikTok.
it looks, and I also uploaded to TikTok this morning, first time in a while. But it looks like this. Our top story takes us to Washington, D.C., where a bipartisan committee of Congress members have introduced a bill making comedy illegal. The congressional committee believes that jokes, humor, and comedy in general perpetuate racial stereotypes, misogyny, and a general distrust of the government. Should this law pass, all comedy performances would require a federal comedy license, background check, and the approval of the newly formed FDAC, Federal Department of Approved Comedy. Attorneys for the opposition are quoted as saying, "A Democrat, a Republican, and an independent walk into a bar. Who pays the tab? The taxpayer." More on this as details emerge. Oh, look at this. Scotty boy, how dare you? Clip on tie? No way, Jose. Not only do I have the real tie, right? I had it on one time, and I had someone, it was like Wahey or someone said, "How do you tie your tie like that?" Because I use the Windsor knot.
Oh.
And it's a more triangle, more evenly. It's not like one way. You see people like that because they do the wrap thing. I use the Windsor knot.
Yeah, my dad taught me the Windsor knot. I started using the other one, the sideways one, when I became, an adult. And but with the Windsor knot, you got to add the dimple.
Yeah. You got to make sure to get the little dink in there. Yeah. And in fact, when I was working at the Monarch Room, I hand tied my bow tie.
Really?
Right? Which is it's kind of like tying a shoelace.
That's next level.
Yeah, but I used to do that one too.
With a regular tie, right?
Yeah. No. It's the bow tie.
I seen somebody do one with a regular tie. I was like,
what?
It's not one of the
I haven't
thick
seen
bottoms
that.
one. It's the thin ones, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The FDAC, is that the same as the AFLAC? No.
Oh.
No, that one has a duck and one you have to duck. It's two things. Oh, a bird. Whoo, that's my favorite short so far. Oh, well, thank you, Moma. Mga T-Bird says that. Is that anything like the Board of Laughter Supply? No, we are the Board of Laughter Supply.
Yes.
That's what happens here.
Our work never ends because we keep supplying the laughter.
Namaste Zen. Perfect. Yeah. Hey, Chiguire X Films. Ooh, he's added films now. I'm guessing he got a new red camera and is flexing. Ooh, your tie looks like a work of art. Yeah, I bought these Hawaiian print ties. I have a few of them. Maybe we'll get through them. But I'm going to be doing more of those and more in the wider aspect ratio when my equipment shows up.
Yeah, and the tie with the last week we were doing it with the polos.
Yeah.
And now you went with full tie and the underwear.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Now,
I wasn't doing. I was doing shirts, but no tie. Dress shirts with no.
Yeah, but now it looks like you're wearing armor.
Oh.
It looks like real, like
I'm going for it.
big body, bro.
I'm going for it. You know what I mean? And I'm watching Joe Moore a lot and how he moves and you know what the interesting thing about it? It's not how he moves, it's how he doesn't move.
Yes, the absence
It's
of
just,
movement.
yeah, it's like if you go back to Bob Seavey and even, before that, these guys hardly move. And it's hard to do, well,
Well, the people that are moving are the ones that are outside.
What?
Casey, like they do all the.
Yeah,
they
no,
do
no,
all
no.
that,
The roving reporter thing.
Yeah,
That's a whole different
But the
deal.
anchor stays in there and just anchors the whole show.
Keone, I use the why not.
I believe the slang is why not? Why not? Why not?
No, Kevin Frazier, clip-on is never acceptable. I am sorry. If you have to, if you're into that and you just have to be, right, then you take the tie and you loosen it and bring it over your head and leave it tied and put it back. And that I'll go with that cheat. But the clip-on, in fact, the only thing good about clip-on is if you think you're going to scrap the guy, reach up and grab it.
Yeah.
You're not,
I like tying the tie. It's kind of like when you suit up to ride your motorcycle. You put on all the leather.
Yeah.
When you tie the tie and put on the coat, it's like you're putting on that uniform. Like, let's go.
Wider ties. I don't know, the whole tie width thing, for a while when the whole punk scene was happening, it was really skinny ties and some do wide and some whatever. I can't keep up, and I have these ties that I've had for a million years, I told you we were considering, not you and I, but my brother and I, when he was alive, we were going to do a line of ties called Bumatais, But,
my dad liked the thicker Windsor knot.
Yeah.
Mine was thinner because I had to use the back, like the because I need it to be long.
Yeah,
I need it to be long, so I have to use like the smallest part.
These first world problems, I gotta tell you, are you gonna be okay? Huh?
Well, there's a lot of triggers, but I'll be fine.
So you're saying Joe should move more? No. I'm saying what he does with that. No. It's difficult to do, especially if you're like us and are used to going, you know what, I gotta tell you. I know.
And we mug a lot. We always make a face, but he's just stiff.
It's the stage thing. It's difficult to kick that back.
Yeah.
Bolo ties are cool. Bolo head is not. I had best brownie time. Oh, my dad would drive us crazy trying them. Ooh, what? Brownie? I don't do that. My dad taught me how to tie a tie. A lot of men have complimented me on my double Windsor. The double Windsor? I don't even know. What is the double Windsor?
Like, you just go once, but you go on both sides of the...
Then I'm doing the double Windsor. Because you go around once, up, over, then around.
To make that big,
You know what? I'm doing... Thank you, Kaiolani. I thought I was just doing the Windsor, but I'm doing the double Windsor.
Yeah.
What? Get triple Windsor, or can we afford it?
Well, I think that would go in your mouth, though. If it goes, well, here, and then... Like that. So that's a mafia style.
No, let's not go over there.
You started. I already know what you're saying.
I remember what they called the Colombian tie.
I'll just let it go.
Oh, we'll just let that go. David Escobar, aloha no, bolo head here. Ooh, right there, Scotty boy. Ooh, I learned online. Wow, that's.
took a long time because before the 90s, you never know how to.
Yeah, you just hold the laptop up to your head. Hey, how you doing? I learned in the Army. Oh, man, a lot of guys learn things in the Army they never knew.
I wonder if that's where my dad learned. My dad was in there. Yeah,
probably.
Because he taught me.
Yeah. Yabro Pro. I don't think we've seen Yabro Pro here before. Mahalo.
I've seen that.
Have you?
Yeah.
That avatar?
Yeah.
Oh, looks like someone bought a compass and went for it. Okay. Oh, what about the zip tie? Oh, that's mean.
Yeah.
Get the real big one, just the zip tie right there. How's that?
You can go cowboy style. Is it Stetson? Is that what it's called?
What?
You know the one the cowboys use?
That's the bolo tie.
Oh, is it?
I think that's called the bolo tie, right? With the two strings that go through.
Oh, is that what it's called?
I think that's called a bolo tie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, that guy cheat.
I had to learn it for ISKF, formal judge uniform. Otherwise, no. Oh, okay. That's martial arts. I don't know what, I'm guessing Karate Federation, but I don't know what the IS part stands for. It's also called a string tie. There we go.
I thought string tie was what cowboys did to horse thieves. String them up.
You know what, man? I tell you, when you ride a motorcycle, if you imagine in your mind someone stealing the motorcycle, which had happened to me, you can see why they killed horse thieves back then. You're lost.
Right.
And everything's on it. Okay. All right, now let's, this one is not a Hawaii video, but I grabbed it because it's talking about porch pirates and what you can do to avoid them. Ooh. And we may be getting to a season where you're going to see more of that. So let's check it out.
Well, time and time again, delivered packages are being stolen right off people's front door or front porch, and the Rochester community is growing understandably frustrated. Our Maisie Olson is joining us from Rochester tonight with what exactly is going on with these so-called porch pirates. Maisie?
Porch pirates.
Robin, every single day, people across our area are receiving packages just like this one. But what happens when your front porch isn't all that safe?
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? I've never had one lost here, knock on wood, but because I'm right here, and the dog goes off when it shows up, but a lot of people aren't home.
I guess we're lucky because Samoans live in our house. Nobody comes. Nobody comes to our house.
Those aren't porch pirates. Those are suicide pirates. Oh, look.
Nowadays, ordering what you need online is easier than ever. But convenience has turned into utter frustration for some in Rochester.
I was irritated by the whole thing.
David Hall was a victim to what many are calling porch pirates. Having his new electric trimmer still in the box swiped off his front step last year.
It never came. I checked on it, and then I realized that it had been delivered. There was documentation that it had been delivered, but it was gone.
And Hall isn't the only person missing a package and getting a headache. One Rochester woman caught this thief red-handed.
Having video has a significant impact. Without the video, I would say the likelihood of finding the individual that stole that package is real.
What do you suppose they stole in that box?
It looks like it could have been a TV or something, flat screen.
Wait till you hear what it was and how this guy must have felt when he got it home.
Totally slim.
The big box and mysterious stolen package was a baby gate, something that may not have been the target.
A baby gate. This guy goes, I got a flat screen. It's a baby gate. Oh, that which is worse than Watergate. Yeah, here we go.
That's way worse.
In the first place.
So I feel like a lot of packages, it's unclear their value, and maybe they get stolen even.
This guy shakes his head a lot.
Not knowing what the value is.
Now people like Hall are taking extra precautions to put a stop to other porch pirates in the neighborhood.
Watching out for each other and, paying attention to my neighbors and somebody who's either suspicious or doesn't seem to belong. The doorbell cameras obviously are a good answer, and I probably need to get one myself.
An officer.
I was thinking that maybe that guy had Parkinson's or something. But it's just the way he spoke. He's just one of these guys, very animated.
He didn't learn from the school of Joe Moore.
He did not. Guess why I was going, man, he would have a hard time.
Oh, he's not an anchor. He's an outside guy.
Outside. Romer.
With Rochester police say that's really all you can do.
It's basically a reminder to everybody to use your due diligence, be vigilant about how you have your packages shipped.
Anytime you can have a package delivered to a trusted neighbor, perhaps to a storefront, or somewhere where you frequent, or maybe even a parcel locker system. That way, the only thing that comes between you and your package is literally you, and not anyone else.
Yeah.
All you can do for now is keep an eye.
That's viral. This guy ran up, pulled it out of the UPS person's hand.
They even have he's not a porch pirate. He's a
UPS pirate.
Yeah.
Right. He's a personal pirate. Oh, man. I mean, but, we've come to that.
Yeah.
And you think that the UPS guy would get over there so that, or gal or whatever it was, to see the license number. Because the guy ran right to his car. Wow. Whew. Yeah. What were we going to... Oh, wait. I have to finish this video.
Eye on your delivery tracker and on your front stoop.
Stoop. Oh, there we go.
If you see someone following a delivery vehicle, a mail vehicle, or you just see someone driving slowly in your neighborhood that you don't recognize, you should call 911 and report it. Live in Rochester, Maisie Olson, ABC 6 News.
He said, even if you see somebody driving slow in your neighborhood, I'm calling all the time.
If you see someone that doesn't look like they belong, and your name happens to be Karen,
or Kalena,
Stoop Stealers. Oh, that's another good name. Stoop Stealers.
You said Lanai Looters.
The Lanai Looters. Oh, Captain, you're on a roll. Yeah. You're going to rename these guys, right? Stuff Snatchers. Oh, Stoop Stealers. Okay. Yeah. What I like about UPS and Amazon and ordering things online and stuff, you can create your own Christmas. You buy stuff and then you go, okay, it's almost here. It's 2 more days. You get the updates and stuff. Yeah. It's like being a kid, but you can create your own Christmas.
So, sorry, Colin, I didn't mean you exactly.
Hey, why?
Because you said Karen, so in Hawaii it'd be Kalena, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I got an email one time from someone saying, could you please stop saying Karen because they're trying. Did you know there was a support group for women named Karen and how to deal with this whole thing about
That's
Karen?
First world problems.
Yeah, to the max.
It's funny because I have 2 close friends and we're talking and I mentioned, oh man, Karens, man, they're the worst. And and he said, I made a mistake saying all Karens. Oh. Forgetting that my friend's mom is named Karen. Oh, yeah. And he reminds me, and I'm like, well, except her.
Except her.
And Kalena.
Yeah, I'm guessing that put the kibosh on a lot of people. What do you want to name the baby? How about... No, don't go there.
But that's my grandmother's name.
Martha.
Yeah.
You hardly have you met a woman named Martha?
Actually, the woman that does the promotions at Blue Note.
Is Martha?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Glitter Bomb, Porch, Pirate, Revenge. Oh, those are the best.
I love those.
Don't you love them?
Yes.
And the guy puts the stink bomb in there, and then he puts the
siren and the lights.
Video that broadcasts back so he can get all this cool footage. I know. Amazon absconders. Ooh. Whoa. Someone get one thesaurus.
Yeah, I know. Nobody in Hawaii would know what that means. Go. So what happened to Amazon Abswaters?
Absconda. Oh. You don't know the abscondas from the Filipino family from Waipahu.
Oh, I thought it was absconda, the one that choked you out. The snake.
Oh, that's the anacondas.
Oh, you know that song that my anacondas don't want. No.
That's right. That's the daughter anaconda.
Oh.
Yeah, Paul Conda, right? Get Anna, Paul.
Oh yeah. I heard it was nuts, bro.
Yeah, big family, but cannot trust them. Those buggers,
Oh, slippery. Yeah.
Slippery, bro. Yeah, I know. Plus, they no more hands.
Okay, to all people who do not have hands, that
was not a slight on you handless people.
Get a handle on yourself, Andy.
I'm a little short-handed.
Whoa, man! Can somebody give him a hand?
Make some noise. Okay.
You are a handsome person.
Okay, we're going to get slightly serial on this one, okay?
Small gang.
Well, what happened is right here in Mililani, very close to where I live. Remember that young lady who was attacked by her ex-boyfriend? He tried to shoot her, and then that didn't work, so he threw a chemical on her, right?
Jerk.
Yeah. Well, she has decided to come forward and draw attention to relationship problems and,
Domestic abuse?
Domestic abuse. That's what I was looking for there. And it's Joe Moore. So check this out. And the bravery of this young lady, amazing.
Through the physical pain and emotional scars that still haunt her, Davina Lincoln is speaking out to raise awareness of domestic violence.
That's
this
the word I
after
was looking
surviving
for.
a chemical attack earlier this year. Christy Tomashiro reports.
These are just like the scars, like my skin's healing on its own. And then I have like grafted parts, and that's like my whole arm.
Wow!
That's grafted. And then, I have some on my stomach.
30% of her body burned.
The right side.
What did he throw on her?
Acid.
Yeah, but where do you get
right,
that
right.
type of stuff?
My face
so
is
much.
like,
Look at
it's
this.
healing. And then my neck.
Davina Lincoln is still recovering after being attacked outside of a Mililani gym in April. Lincoln's ex-boyfriend, Paul Cameron, charged with attempted murder.
Attempted murder, man. This guy, he's going to take gas in prison.
Accused of throwing acid and shooting
they
at
got
her,
him.
according to court documents.
I didn't realize the severity of it because I couldn't see myself. I just knew I was like in a lot of pain, but I didn't know how bad it was.
You know what? Isn't she lucky that didn't end up in her eyes?
Oh, right.
You know, I mean, yes, she went through horrific, but imagine having been blinded on top of that. OMG, she's actually pretty lucky in that regard.
Just like, who could have done this to me?
There's
Like,
the
why
guy.
would someone want to hurt me so bad?
Lincoln was in the ICU and spent 3 months
Look
in
at
the
her
hospital.
legs.
At first, like, I had to relearn how to do everything. I had to learn how to walk again.
Poor thing.
I had to learn how to, like, feed myself, how to use my right arm. I just felt like myself died, like my old self died.
Cat.
The 20-year-old says the emotional pain still outweighs the physical.
My depression comes out, and like I just want to lay in bed and like do nothing and like feel sorry for myself. But like you can't put yourself to be the victim, you know? So just keep pushing, and hopefully like I'll get back to where I was.
Lincoln's physical and mental scars are a reminder of her story, one that she is now sharing.
I just like want to raise awareness because like it's not okay. Like no matter the circumstances or anything, like it's not okay for someone to do that to someone. Always trust your intuition. If you have a bad feeling about someone, like trust it. Don't ignore the red flags. And like one thing that I didn't do was like tell my family about like stuff that was going on. So I think that's very important to like keep your friends and family like aware and updated.
At the time of the attack, the Texas native was 2 weeks away from competing in her first bodybuilding competition. Wow. She says her goal to compete one day keeps her going, although she still has a long road to recovery with surgeries, facial reconstruction, and laser treatments required. Lincoln says she is inspired to help others.
I want to go to school and be a physical therapist now so I can help other burn patients since I know what it's like to go through it. Then I'm able to overcome it.
For ways to support the Lincoln family, go to KH12.com. Christy Tomashiro, KH12 News, working for Hawaii.
Oh my goodness! Look, this is very upsetting. I know aloha is important, but hope the predator gets all the punishment he is due.
Perpetrator.
I'm sorry.
Perpetrator.
Perpetrator. What is that? Predator. Yeah, perpetrator. And someone else was saying, brother is not going to last 1 week in Halava, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, prison justice is a real thing, so.
Well, especially when you go after women like that, because most of the people in that place have someone outside who they're worried about.
Yeah.
And then this idiot, right? Yeah. And guess what? She wanted to break up with him, so what? If I can't have you, guess what?
Nobody can.
One of those idiots. Well, but you know what? Again, kudos to her for coming forward and
Yes.
and drawing attention.
Not only is she physically strong because she was preparing for bodybuilding, emotionally and mentally strong for her to take this ugly thing that happened to her and turn it into, you know, her it could be like her backstory where she becomes a superhero.
I tell you, it was shocking. Yes, definitely.
Poor thing.
And you know, right, just down the street from me.
Yeah.
You
the
know, I
24
go past
Fitness.
that right next to the Chevron, right next to that place is where I get my truck fixed. You know, so I'm there all the time. And when I heard about it, oh my goodness, strong woman, yes.
Yeah.
But again, you know, it's hard to look at the upside. But he tried to shoot her. He had a gun, and he didn't do that. So she wasn't blinded. She wasn't killed. You know, it's hard to count your blessings in a situation like that.
Yeah. And then Scotty Boy is right. I mean, she still looks beautiful.
Yeah,
I
she does.
thought she looked beautiful.
Well, that's an inner thing coming out, you know. When Scotty Boy especially said the light in her eyes, you know, or was it Kevin Frazier?
Yeah,
amazing. You just see the beauty, you know, and that she's going, hey, check this out.
I know.
Look here, boom. You know
And that's the one way to get rid of, to get over things is to own it. It happened,
right?
And then I'm moving forward. And there are days where she feels depressed. But you
got to get through it.
Yeah.
The most dangerous thing to women are men. Yes, not all men. Toxic masculinity culture is deadly. Well, that guy, you look at him, he's just an insecure guy who decided, hey, guess what? You know.
Yeah. He probably was thinking, no, everybody gonna make fun of me that she broke up with me, and I'll show her. I don't know, I'm just making stuff up, but
whatever.
Horrible.
But when you look at somebody would do that, you go, gee, I wonder why she broke up with him.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing that she wanted to point out was that there were red flags that she never shared with anybody. That so like going, she would like to share with others that. Yeah. Share with your family, share with your friends, so that they might see something that you don't, and then say, "Hey, that guy's not a good person to be with."
Well, as soon as things start going south, maybe it's time to go. Okay, hey, listen, James.
Yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, because it's funny. The poor thing, my daughter. Every boy that's been in her life. All I saw was red flags, and I said, "No good, that one."
Is he male? Yeah. Red flag. Red flag.
All of them red flag. Yeah. Daddy gonna beat them all up.
Were you able to go to the game with your mother?
Oh yes. Unfortunately, the mom was kind of slipping out of. She's having one of her spells. But one thing was cool. So she's there, and she's just staring off into the distance at the court.
Yeah.
And then they were giving away free ice cream because it was ice cream day.
Oh.
Yeah, and then so I got one, my mom got one, and then she started eating her ice cream. I was like, oh, okay, maybe she'll, snap out of it and see that we're at my daughter's game. And then she looks at my ice cream and she says, I like that one. And I said, okay, I gave her that one. So she ate that. So I said, oh, maybe she's coming. After she ate her ice cream, then she just stared again. So it was kind of sad. Like, so the rest of the game.
Did she eat 2 ice creams?
Yeah.
Oh.
So then she kind of phased out. And then my daughter, after the team plays, they walk around the court and they wave to everybody. Oh. And she's waving, and my mom looked up and she waved at her.
Oh, she came.
After all of that, I was like, it was worth it. It was worth the work bringing her to the game.
I would really like to, do a show one time on dealing with, Alzheimer's, on a level like that you do, which is daily, the ins and outs. I mean, I have a little experience. My father, toward the end of his life, kind of slipped out there, but people say it's one of the roughest things,
Yeah, it's tough to see them because growing up, especially you're, as a boy growing up, seeing my dad as Superman. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm as an adult, I'm like, whoa, he's fading away. So it is tough.
I went through that same thing. This was the guy that you went, man, now you could knock him over with a finger, and you're thinking, man, guess what? I remember when I was at the preschool when my son was there, right? And I was speaking to the parents for something, I forget what it was. And I said, I noticed all of you guys out there, holding that door open as your child just slowly makes its way out and diddles and doddles, and you're waiting there rolling your eyes. Come on. but I know you show patience, because one of these days that child will be holding that door open for you.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, maybe you can do a special in November, National Alzheimer's Month. Oh, Kaiulani. Oh, that's a good idea. Restream bot. Aloha, Devin. Ooh, thank you. I took care of my mom for 15 years with it. 15 years?
Yeah, we're going on a few years as well, because we took care. And I say we because it's also my sister. My sister does a lot of the work because mom's doesn't want me to walk her into the bathroom and stuff. So my sister does a lot of that stuff. But so it's us, and we've been doing it for years with dad and now mom. So tough.
Look at this. If she wanders and tries to go outside, place a big black run or towel in front of the door. She will not step on it. They think it's a hole and no pass.
Nanette, let me tell you something. You talking to a comedian? I might just do that all over the house.
One of those rugs that looks like a hole. Yeah. Have you seen that? Put that all over.
I have seen that on Bugs Bunny. I'm sitting next to something here. I'm gonna just throw this on the ground everywhere she walks. Because as a comedian, I'm like, ooh, we gotta do. And I love science. I'm gonna do experiments and say,
hey, that's my $40 mouse pad. Yeah. Be careful.
That's funny because I just when I left the house.
Yeah.
I could, I was getting ready. I could hear my sister yelling, "Stay in the house, stay." And my mom goes outside to pick up all the plumeria flowers that have fallen on there, and she goes to throw them away. And I go outside and I'm like, "Mom, you need to get back in the house." So we're gonna try that. Thank you, Nanette. We're gonna try that.
He says, "Look, it really works." Has she ever wandered out, or wandered away, where you weren't able to find her?
No, not like that. She goes outside. She picks up all the leaves that fallen from the tree for everybody's house, and then throws them away, because we live in a townhouse area, in the dumpster, and then comes back. So that's like her routine, which is good because it gets some exercise. But the problem is that she goes in other people's houses. And we're like, you can't go to other people's houses. But the people in the neighborhood start to remember, oh, that's his mom. No, this, she's Samoan. Leave her alone. That's security.
You seen the sun?
Yeah.
Okay, I wanna show you this Photo Luke thing, because we're before I forget. Now, Photo Luke, he jumps into the chat once in a while here, but he's so busy doing these walk-arounds in Hawaii. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out Photo Luke Hawaii. And he goes and he visits restaurants and snack shops, and he walks all over the place. But one of the places he goes to a lot is Waikiki, because the people who frequent his show, most of which that are on the mainland, love it when he walks through Waikiki. So here is him, and what he's done is he's got a new camera. He got the new GoPro 12.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess that I am not worthy, but I wanted to just show this. Here's just a tiny slice of what his videos sometimes are 40 minutes long.
Oh.
Right? We're just walking. Okay. So let's check out Photo Luke. Here we go. Oh, you know what? Let me turn. Oops. I'm trying to turn my so you can read that there. Is it too late?
If you're gonna drip like that one time.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, that's
it's a
Instagram
GoPro
kind of food. I wonder how much that is.
No, this is for the geeks here. He's got a GoPro 12. He's shooting in 4K, 60 frames a second. That's like slamming, right? And that's all the other stuff for all the GoPro freaks out there who want to know what he's doing. Look how, by the way, I took this, put it on my big screen, blew it completely up, 4K, still gorgeous.
And your favorite aspect.
Yeah.
16 by 9, not 9 by 16.
No, 16 by 9, like a man.
Oh, yeah, look.
He was looking at that Instagrammer with the pineapple. Did you see her?
Creators in the wild.
Let me go back. I want you to see this. Oh, yeah. Watch this. See that gal right there? See this guy with the pineapple right there? Watch her. Tell me she's not doing something for Instagram. Watch this. Pineapple action. Get the selfie.
Hi, everybody. I am in Waikiki.
Yeah,
I wonder how much that is.
In Honolulu. With the pineapple. Because they're from Brazil.
Look at this. Cheek Wire X says, I used Photolix Video to plan my trip back to Oahu.
Oh, nice.
But you know, Darlene and Rick were here in Hawaii, and they walked around with him, and
right.
also did Matt Statter did when they come down.
So
here.
with tax, it's 20 something.
You gotta have good shoes to hang with brother.
Oh yeah,
because he walks.
Or a one wheel.
I thought about calling him. Woo, that area, dang figures. Yep, that's Insta action, definitely. Now look at this here. You know what I like about Photo Loop? You realize that look, all these terrible rumors that there's no parking in Waikiki, and look at this.
Yeah,
that proves you can park anywhere you want, as long as you have a '65 convertible Mustang.
I was gonna say that person been parked there for about 50-something years.
Yeah, it has not moved. All he does is wipe off the bird doo-doo.
Yeah.
I would not have been able to pass that guy without going, they don't hassle you about parking here.
He said, man, it don't bother me. I use the phone charger over there by the bathroom.
Oh, look at this. Here, Pocoli T says, the flight steward on my flight kept saying Honolulu. It was driving me crazy. Anyway, that's just a taste tester of Photo Luke. Follow him on, I think, YouTube and on Twitch. I'm not sure.
Instagram too.
And Instagram, but most definitely on YouTube.
Yeah, Pocoli T, maybe they got mad because you kept calling him a flight steward.
Flight steward. What is it now? It's
flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was a guy. So that
Name
would make
steward?
Huh?
No, they're not called stewards anymore, right? I thought they got offensive. Or is it stewardess that got offensive? I'm not.
Well, I think, yeah, because no, the men were stewards and the women were stewardesses.
Right.
And that's what bothered the women, because why should they be the, the main thing? It's like mainland.
Right.
You know.
Well, I thought they got away with steward and stewardesses, so they're now
I'm not sure.
Attendants.
They're flight attendants. That's what I've been
because it's what, unisexual? Is that what it's called?
Ka'iolani. Ugh, Honolulu, like nails on a chalkboard. Yeah, in my act, I said, yeah, it's Honolulu, not Honolulu is a girl named Lulu who lives in Hana. And everybody know her.
She get choke curves.
Yeah, choke curves. How's it, Garrett? Mahalo for being here. Yeah, we got about 10 more minutes left here. We're just 65 Mustang. That's my car. Someday.
Yeah, Pepper always frustrates me when he says Honolulu.
He does, and I have mentioned it to him.
Yeah.
I said, "Pa, it's Honolulu."
Yeah. I told him, you know, ain't know that many locals come to your place because they don't know where Honolulu is.
Yeah. I said it to Larry Manetti on a TV show, because he was a guest when I was doing Marker, and we had a scene together, and I told him, "Bro, it's Honolulu."
Yeah.
And he goes, my character has a Chicago accent, is what he said. And I went, nah.
All right, well, watch out, because Waianae is closer than Chicago. You're going to catch cracks, brother.
You're going to catch cracks, bro, man. Larry. All right. Or like when it's mispronounced.
Oh. I like though.
Remember like drive-in?
Yeah, I used to. Good loco moco at like.
Oh, bro, that was our after show hang.
Yeah,
I know. There was so many celebs in there when I was starting to go there after, when I was, that you could have charged a cover charge. Whew, wow, the hour go by so fast. Oh, Lilani, mahalo.
It has today.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Shakalaka says the job of the flight attendant is to get passengers off the plane in the event of an emergency. That bringing drink stuff is just to keep them from being bored.
For them from being bored.
Yeah, I'm sure that it's about them. Honolulu, the ninja chick.
Honolulu.
Honolulu.
The turtle Lulu.
I know. Ooh, Larry Manetti was a regular on Magnum PI. He should have known better, but he never did. He never said Honolulu. Yeah, I know.
Well, Joe Moore kind of says some Hawaiian words that's wrong, and I look at it like, come on, man, you live here so long.
Yeah, well, look, Honokai 1 says Kamehameha when pronounced Kamehameha.
Yeah.
Well, we pointed that out earlier.
Yeah. And I've noticed when you played the video with Joe Moore, why he doesn't move.
Yeah.
If you look, his hands is like perched on the desk, holding him from moving. It's kind of like, when a bird lands, and so it's kind of like he's landed on his desk. And only moving is his fingers.
Oh, I'm going to try that.
Yeah.
Because my thing, I get that one hand. I was watching Mitch Hedberg on an old video, and what happened was he was on a set where they mic'd him remotely, so he didn't have a mic, and he walked on and he says, "Okay, folks, this is my mic hand, but I'm going to just do this show without a microphone and let my hand experience its newfound freedom."
I get frustrated not frustrated, but uncomfortable when you go to a show and they go, "Would you like a lapel mic?" And I'm like, No. I want a mic in my hand.
I want the umbilical.
Yeah, I need the mic in my hand.
Anela, is trying to text you. Are you talking to me, June? Anela is trying to text you. I don't know what this means. Let's see here. Ooh, wait. Keone comment. No, that's Nani. I don't know who's trying to text me. We'll see. Hedberg.
Yep.
That's it.
Mitch Hedberg.
What did I say? Hedge?
Yeah.
Hedberg. Mitch Hedberg, who passed away.
Yeah.
But his stuff, and which was a tough, that show. I thought it was very funny, but people are like, "What? My free hand is enjoying its newfound."
Yeah. Non-comics don't get it.
Yeah, free range right hand. I'm like, what? Mitch, he is missed. OMG.
Yeah.
Yep. I love Mitch
Hedberg. With his rose-colored shades.
Yeah. Oh, it's the feeling I get when all landmark cities except in Spanish. Boy, when I was living in Echo Park, try saying Los Angeles. It's Los Angeles.
See.
Ooh, hey, Kimmy Helgenik. I guess you missed Joe Moore falling over backwards when the baby was revealed on V. Didn't stay till then?
Didn't stay still.
Stay still then.
I guess that show V, was that?
I don't know. What's V?
It was a show where V was stood for visitors. Aliens came to Earth, if that's talking about the same one. And they looked like humans, but they were actually planning to take over the Earth.
Sorry, Kimmy. I didn't see that show, but he was playing a character there. I'm talking about his news persona.
Yeah.
Very tough. I'm trying to learn. I'm copping all his licks.
Yeah. You just got to add one of those. And finally.
Yeah. And
did you know?
Well, mine is more as details emerge. Or something, I forget what I'm saying. Now the anchor, instead of stack the papers, has a tablet or a PC. Yeah, I'm doing the PC thing. Remember back? Anyway, and that was kind of like, hey, wrap it up,
Yeah, and then you can write on it.
V was a series in the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't watching TV back then.
You were on TV.
Yeah, I was on TV, but I wasn't watching it.
Yeah.
Baby with split tongue scared all of us. Oh, right?
So they were aliens, and they would eat mice, and it was.
Oh, I'd like some of those aliens around the house.
Oh, this was on the news, Kimmy is saying.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, this was the news. There was a news break during the show, and instead of him at his desk, he was on his back on the floor with his feet up in the air.
Wow.
Well, I'm sure that.
How old? It must have been like a long time ago.
Well, because if he fell down on his back today, he'd be out for a week.
Oh, a week? He'd be way longer than that.
That's like 8 days?
That's when his son takes over.
Hey, Hey, Travis, how are you, my friend? Travis McKenna, our buddy Mark Singer was on V. Oh, that's right. Mark Singer, he was in the movie we were in. Yeah.
Beastmaster.
Yeah, that's right. Mark Singer, nice guy.
Yeah, he used to live out by by Cromwell's by
Who, Mark Singer?
Either he lived there or he was I know he was there. Jim Neighbors has a house over there.
Yeah.
And I remember changing clothes on this, by the car, and then he walked by. I was like, Beastmaster, and I was naked. I was in high school. I was like, "Hey, Beastmaster!" It was such a weird meeting.
You're naked, and you call me the Beastmaster? Ooh. Always good to see you. Namaste, Zen. Ooh, and that's what Mark said when he saw you naked.
Yeah.
Always good to see you, James Money.
And I said, Namaste, Zen.
Namaste, Zen. Jesus. Okay, let's see, what's time we got? About 5 more minutes. Let's see if I got, what else I got here. This one here, something about hospitals filling up. It says hospitals filling up. I don't know what that's about, so let's just push the button and see. What do you say? Okay, here we go.
New tonight, hospitals are filling up across Oahu, and that's having a domino effect on emergency medical services.
Ambulances are having to wait to transfer patients, which delays 911 response. Arlen Kawano explains solutions being worked on to ease the backlog.
Why are they filling up?
I don't know. Maybe.
No, the COVID thing isn't prevalent again, is it?
That was the last time I remember it.
It's a constant. Ambulances lining up outside emergency rooms across Oahu. Patient after patient being wheeled in. Calls for...
Yes, Leilani, and I promise you, it was a full moon.
Actually, it was the other way around.
It was a satellite.
It was during the day, so there was no moon.
It was a sunshine.
Honolulu EMS hit record highs post-pandemic with more than 9,000 in April. That's filling up already packed emergency rooms. It doesn't matter the time of day or the hospital. We found ER parking lots filled with ambulances.
And I had to wait about 45 minutes
just
last
calling
week
in.
for a hospital bed in the ER at Straub because they were just so busy.
In our hospital system,
But after you drop somebody off, shouldn't you be able to just leave, or do you have to hang out?
What do you mean
in the hospital?
You talking about the EM?
Yeah, these guys. No.
No. I mean, probably so many people calling in to get transported. I think people might be what do you call that?
Stupid.
No, people like
inconsistent.
They see somebody sick, they go, "Oh, I'm sick too now."
Oh, hypochondriac.
Yeah. See, so I think it's like people are like just calling in. "Oh, I need to go to the hospital. I need to take me now."
Wow.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Good guess. If I can hit the button.
unfortunately, just isn't as robust as it was 10 years ago. The loss of St. Francis and the Liha. Some of the hospitals have downsized their inpatient capacity, and they're just working as hard as they can.
Honolulu EMS has 22 ambulances. A contract with AMR can add up to 13 for the island of Oahu. Federal Fire can add 4 more for a max of 39. But there have been days recently when 10 ambulances have been parked outside ERs waiting to transfer patients.
When we're tied up at the hospital, the ambulances are at the hospital. There's no ambulances for the community.
The Queens Medical Center is launching a major expansion project that will more than double the number of bed spaces in the ER at the Punch Bowl location from 40 to 90.
Currently, Queens cares for about half of patients in Oahu who come by ambulance at our 2 facilities. So we're always very busy. We're the level 1 trauma center. We're the only comprehensive stroke center. We're the only transplant center.
That project is expected to take at least a year and a half. Queens is also looking to expand its West Oahu location. Straub's renovation project will nearly triple the size of the current facility, including expanding the emergency department. But all this will take time. EMS is working with clinics to transport patients with minor injuries and illnesses that don't require the level of care of an ER. I'm Lynn Kawano, Hawai'i News Now.
Huh.
They're just busier.
They're just busier. Nancy Lewis says here, after they drop off, they have to stick around to give info. Then they have to sanitize everything in the vehicle, and it takes a long time. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Of course. Captain says, the wait to see the doctor is forever, so if you want to be seen quickly, 911. Unfortunate times we live in. Oh, man.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. So when I make an appointment with my doctor, they go, we're available in 2 weeks. And all right, hopefully I make it there. This sword in my gut.
I've fallen and I can't get up. What, next Wednesday at 3? Okay, can you connect me to Uber Eats and Depends diapers? No?
Honolulu maids, please.
Yes.
Clean up in my veranda.
How do you get Netflix on your cell phone?
Is that the Beastmaster?
Oh man. Oh yes. And K-Max says, damn. There we go. All right, gang, that brings us to the top of the hour. Thank you so much for joining us. We're here every weekday at 3 p.m. Special thanks to our moderationists. That's right, Nani Aloha, also an associate producer, just back from Monterey. And Aware, C. Honda, and Devin in the crinkly paper hat. So mahalo, you guys. Oh, look, and here Duro Works says, hey, see you tomorrow. I appreciate that. And everybody's going, yep, there we go. Crinkle, crinkle. And everybody's jumping. Man, the chat is going. Here, let me see if we can do this one here. And look at the chat, how much it's jumping here right now. And I'm trying to end the show. So, gang, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. And aloha no. We're going to hit the button. You ready, James?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.